Rolling camera. 3, 2, 1. Rolling sound. Give me a clap. Who are you?
I'm Thomas Jones, originally from Brooklyn, New York. Moved to Thomasville, Georgia when I was like a baby. So I'm from the North but raised in the South. And I'm in Atlanta, Georgia now. 28 years old. I'm a Cancer. And I think overall I'm a lit guy.
What was your childhood like? And what were some important lessons that you learned then that you carry with you today?
My childhood was awesome. I mean, like literally my parents, because I consider childhood, let me just say that first part. I consider childhood like 1 to 12 or like birth to 12. So for me, my childhood was pretty cool. It was like I had birthdays, I did good in school, I played sports, and everything was just pretty smooth. Like parents were like good parents and everything, and I think they did a great job with me. And something that I cherish from that time period is I guess just the overall like family that I had, like just the glue that we had as a family. It was almost like the Cosbys. It was like literally like you come in, dad comes from work, mom already cooking, you doing your homework. It's like it just flowed. We went on trips together. It was just awesome. And so like I think the overall glue of family is what I cherish the most. And that's really what I want to emulate, like future reference.
How does a flower grow?
Let me go open up my little science book. What is it, photosynthesis or something? I would say scientifically a flower grows with water and sunshine, but I think a flower grows the way the question makes me feel. It makes me feel like a flower grows through consistency. Like the flower has to stand through rainstorm, droughts, sunny days, cloudy days, and it's like it stands. And then when it finally gets that day where it can bloom and grow and get bigger and strong enough to where it could stand even through any type of bad weather, it's there. So I think that's how a flower grows.
Please give me a random number from 1 to 100.
75.
Think about the people that you love the most in your life. What do you do for them?
I think I bring the people that I love the most in my life, I think I bring them peace. I think I'm a good source of just a calm for the people that I love in my life. Like I try to be a person that they come to, and even on my worst day, I'm always happy. I'm always up. I'm able to uplift their spirits and keep them in good spirits, even if I'm not. And I think it's just because I love them so much, and they may not understand that their energy helps my energy and I feed off of them. So it's basically like if I could get them up, it gets me up the same way. And I think that's like pretty much like, the love and what I feel for them. And that's what I do for them. Other than that, I think we all just like, human beings existing in our own bubble. So it's like, until you want to have somebody in your bubble and like love them and like treat them right, that's, I guess that's what I do for the people in my life.
Please give me another number from 1 to 100.
Mm, 20.
What was the best phase in your life? And what was the worst phase in your life?
Hmm. I'm I'm honestly not sure. I'm gonna answer this in reverse. I'm honestly not sure I've went through the worst phase in my life yet because I feel like that would be something that you would maybe judge at the end of your journey. Because like I think you would almost be giving yourself like bad karma, like this was the worst phase, and then it's like life is like boom, I got another phase for you. But I think the best phase of my life, I would say my childhood because everything was like awesome then. But it's like now, I think even though everything's not awesome, I have an understanding of life and I have real genuine people. It's not a fairy tale anymore. Like I can understand the realness of what the world brings. And like I can handle like good and bad all the same, like a grain of salt. Like I can take my wins just as good as I take my losses. And I think that's why, like right now in my life, this is probably the best phase of my life, just mentally. Maybe not financially or like physically, but just like mentally and spiritually. I think I'm aligned with where I need to be at in my life.
Please give me another number from 1 to 100.
100.
How would you summarize your life's purpose?
Ooh. Hmm. How would I summarize my life's purpose? I think that's tough. Wow. I think my life's purpose, I don't think I found it yet. I think that's a tough question. I don't think I found my life's purpose yet. I mean, I think right now my life's purpose is to find a purpose. Like I feel like maybe right now my life's purpose is to, help others or to make my loved ones feel comfortable or to make my girlfriend happy and stuff like that. That might be my life purpose for right now, but I don't feel like that's my full life's purpose. So honestly, to answer that question, I don't think I found my life's purpose yet at this moment.
Please give me another number from 1 to 100.
66.
Are you a religious or spiritual person? Tell me why and tell me how.
Okay. Um, hmm, a religious or spiritual person? I would honestly say I don't know the difference. So I'm gonna say I'm a spiritual person because I don't like attend a church. I don't read the Bible. So I think like when it comes down to religion, it pertains more to that. Like, like actually following a rule, almost like a rule book of life. But I feel like well, a rule book for like your spiritual life. But like I feel like I'm more spiritual just in general, just because I feel like I'm aligned with whatever higher being it is in life, but I don't feel like I know whether he's Buddha, God, a demon. I don't know who he is or if it's a he or she or a thing or just an energy. But I would definitely say I'm more spiritual than I am religious.
Please give me another number from 1 to 100.
47.
If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
I I would change. Uh, I would just change people's judgment of other people. I feel like we live in a world where too many people feel like almost like their judgment matters and then they make it to where it matters. Like they will almost give you a problem if their judgment doesn't align with if your judgment and their judgment isn't aligned. Like people have died in our country, people have literally had to protest for their own judgment of life on how they feel like they should live and how others feel like they should. So I think I would just change people's viewpoints and judgment of life and just make people more open-minded to things. Because I mean, like, to me personally, if no one's bothering you, and I mean, like, it's like somebody's doing their thing over there and you're doing your thing over here, it really shouldn't matter. Like, so, just that, just change the overall mindset and judgment that people have within themselves because it seems like it's in everyone. I know it's a lot of people that like, are at peace and stuff and they're really like, nice people and stuff, but I feel like they have moments where they judge people too. And I would just like for everybody all across the land to just come to a common ground. Even if it's not an understood ground, let's just come to a common ground. We could just all be judgment free.
Please give me one final number between 1 and 100.
I was born in 1994. 94.
Tell me about your biggest love regret that made you wish you could turn back time.
I'm so sorry. Oh, my biggest love regret that makes me wish I could turn back time. I think I turned back time because my biggest love regret is actually the person that I'm with now because it was like I thought I lost her and then we just ended up being back together. It was a regret at first because I think I was a little boy mindset, just not ready to just buckle down and, be like a real man. And then it's like, I went through some things. I'll be specific. I went through bad people, people who just kind of used me, people who didn't understand me. And then like certain situations, I had money situations and stuff like that, stuff that I would go a little bit more in detail about, but it's a little bit too in detail. So I would say it would just be the one that I did regret, I don't have to regret because I made up for it. So I don't really have yeah, any love regrets in that aspect or relationship regrets.
How do you find meaning in your daily experience, and what propels you through life?
How do I find meaning in my daily experience? Um, in my daily experience, I think I find meaning just by keeping my eyes open. Like I literally just watch the world. I literally pay attention to what's going on around me. Like I'm not nosy, but it's like I look for like just energy. Like it's almost like if you sit back and you just like pay attention to people, you can like tell how they feel. And I feel like that kind of gives me meaning through life because it's like you'll see somebody like down, out and bad, and they'll still be working hard while like you'll see somebody who's up good and they're being lazy. And it's like for me, I think that gives me meaning in my head to understand that there's levels to how you need to live in this life. And you get to pick and choose. But for me, I would rather pick and choose this side over that side. And my bad, what was the second part of the question?
Excuse me. It's what propels you through life.
Oh, what propels me through life? What propels me through life? What propels me through life? Life itself. Just the thought of more life. You don't know what tomorrow brings. And so it's like when you wake up, you could wake up down and out and then you could be up and big that like literally within 24 hours. So I think what propels me through life is the fact that I get another day. And it's like it's 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 no limit or it's like not even no expectation on the day. You don't know what the day could bring. You could literally go scratch a lottery ticket. And it's like, that would say like money propels you through life, but it doesn't. It just gets you things and it's like gives you experiences. So I would say just another day. That's what propels me through life.
What has the experience of living been like for you to this point? What can people learn from your life?
The experience of living for me to this point has been mostly good, sometimes bumpy, but not too bad. I can say that people can learn from my life that if you just stay consistent and pretty much try to be positive. It may not always be positive, but just try to be positive. It could work. Like, I mean, it's like at the end of the day, as long as you just keep moving forward, taking one step at a time and just waking up day by day, I feel like that's all it is. It's like with anybody, with anything, with any career, with any goal, you just got to put the work in. So I would just say it's that. It's just that simple.
This is the final question and the reason we're here today. Life is fleeting. We never know when it's our time. If these were your last words ever recorded, what would you say about your life and legacy?
I would say that my life was awesome. I would say that I definitely did everything that I wanted to do. I would say that I definitely don't regret anything. This was a wonderful time here, and whatever the afterlife has to bring to me, I'm fine with it. And then with my legacy, I almost want to say I don't even care. Like it's like I could leave a good legacy or a bad legacy, but I'm fine with who I was as a person and the decisions that I made in my life.
So I'll ask you one final time. Who are you?
I'm the GOAT. That's it.
Appreciate your time today.
Thank you. All right.
Boom.
Thank you, sir.